Liam Payne, a beloved member of One Direction, tragically fell from a hotel balcony in Buenos Aires on October 17, 2024.
Liam Payne, best known as a member of the boy band One Direction, has been found dead in Argentina.
Police say he fell from the third floor of his hotel in the neighborhood of Palermo there.
Now, we have the heartbreaking confirmation. Payne's cause of death has been officially ruled as polytraumatism. This medical term, meaning multiple traumatic injuries, marks the end of a life filled with musical triumphs but also personal battles. Payne sustained internal and external hemorrhages that ended his life instantly. But how did we get here? What really happened in those final moments that led to the devastating fall of one of the world's most adored pop stars? Today, we'll take a hard look at the truth behind his untimely death and the pain and struggles that haunted his final hours. On October 18, 2024, Argentine authorities confirmed what many feared. Liam Payne's death resulted from a fatal fall from his hotel room balcony at the Casa Sur Palermo Hotel. The autopsy report from the National Criminal and Correctional Prosecutor's Office. Number 16 revealed that Payne died from polytraumatism, with his injuries particularly concentrated in the head, chest, and abdomen. The impact of the fall was so severe that his head injuries alone were sufficient to cause instant death. The additional hemorrhages in the skull, chest, abdomen, and limbs only added to the brutality of the incident. It was clear that no medical intervention could have saved him, leaving the responders at the scene helpless. According to Buenos Aires Emergency Services Chief Alberto Crescenti, the injuries Payne sustained were incompatible with life. His description captured the full weight of the tragedy. Payne's body was found in such a devastating state that there was no possibility of resuscitation. It was a scene that no one could have prepared for, a stark and shocking end for someone who had once been at the pinnacle of global stardom. In the hours leading up to his death, Payne had been staying in Buenos Aires with his girlfriend, Kate Cassidy. But just days before the tragedy, she returned to the United States, leaving Liam alone in Argentina. On the surface, nothing seemed unusual. Payne even posted a cheerful Snapchat selfie, telling his followers, "Happy I got some time away."
A lovely day here in Argentina. This is the breakfast table.
I'm just eating an orange.
Just enjoying coffee and breakfast, even though it's like...
But beneath that outward calm, something far more troubling was brewing. That same week, Payne had attended a concert by his former One Direction bandmate, Niall Horan. Fans were hopeful that the two would reconnect, with Payne even hinting at a reunion. "It's been a while since me and Niall have spoken," Payne had shared, suggesting that they planned to meet up soon. Tragically, that reunion never happened. Whatever plans or conversations they had hoped to share would be cut short by Payne's sudden death. Just hours before the fatal fall, Payne posted a mirror selfie to social media, seemingly in good spirits. But behind the camera, Payne's inner turmoil was beginning to show. His hotel room was left in a state of chaos after his death, with investigators uncovering signs that painted a dark and troubling picture. Drug paraphernalia, alcohol, and personal items lay scattered across the room, suggesting that Payne's final hours were far from peaceful. The autopsy provided even more unsettling details. Payne had sustained 25 documented injuries, both internal and external, that aligned with the traumatic impact of a fall from such a height. The report confirmed that his head injuries were enough to cause death on impact. The additional hemorrhages in his skull, chest, abdomen, and limbs contributed to his rapid demise. Investigators quickly ruled out foul play, stating that there were no signs of defensive wounds or any evidence of third-party involvement. This meant that Payne's death was either a tragic accident or an intentional act of self-destruction. However, the toxicology report, which is still pending, could hold the key to understanding the true nature of his final moments. The possibility of substance abuse in Payne's final hours raised even more questions. Interviews with medical experts explained the severity of his injuries, with the focus now turning to whether drugs or alcohol played a role in his state of mind before the fall. The chaotic state of his hotel room, which included drug paraphernalia, suggested that Payne may have been under the influence of dangerous substances, leading to impaired judgment. In order to grasp what might have led to Payne's fatal fall, it is important to remember the internal battles he faced throughout his life. Payne had been open about his struggles with addiction, mental health, and the immense pressures of fame. In recent interviews, he spoke candidly about his agoraphobia, a condition that made it difficult for him to leave his house or be around large crowds. He also battled severe anxiety, using medication to help manage these conditions.
That's almost nearly killed me a couple of times.
As
when
in,
I've been in a
you've
bad
wanted
place.
to...
Yeah, when I've been in a bad place, 100%, you know.
His attempts to cope with these issues were well documented, as he sought treatment multiple times. However, the cycle of pressure, substance abuse, and emotional turmoil seemed impossible to escape. Even Payne's personal life was fraught with challenges. His breakup with Cheryl Cole, the mother of his son Bear Gray, was another heavy blow. Payne had often expressed guilt and regret over not being the kind of father he wanted to be for Bear.
No point trying to be a dad when you've got nothing to teach, and I don't think up until this point I really had much to say to him other than just caring for him deeply and loving him very deeply, which obviously are the most important things. But I just kind of feel like I've got more of a grip on life now, and everything that was kind of getting away from me, I kind of have got more of a handle on it.
He desperately wanted to provide stability for his son, but his internal struggles constantly weighed on him, making it difficult to fully be there for his family. This guilt only added to the emotional burden Payne carried in his final days. Clips of Payne's interviews where he discussed his mental health struggles, interspersed with moments of him laughing with fans and performing on stage, reveal the duality of his life. On one hand, he was a global superstar with adoring fans and a thriving music career. On the other hand, he was a man deeply haunted by the pressures of fame and his internal demons. Following the news of Liam Payne's passing, tributes poured in from around the world.
Send so much love to him wherever he is up there. We love him. And the world is crying for you, brother. And we're all praying for your son and your family. And we miss you, man.
Niall Horan, his former bandmate from One Direction, shared a heartfelt statement saying, "We got to live out our wildest dreams together, and I will cherish every moment we had forever." Zayn Malik, another bandmate, expressed deep regret over conversations that were left unfinished, remembering Payne as someone who had supported him through difficult times. Malik wrote that Payne was always there with a positive outlook and a reassuring smile. Harry Styles also paid tribute to Payne, calling him a bright soul with a passion for making others happy. Styles reflected on their years together in One Direction, describing Payne as warm, supportive, and incredibly loving. Meanwhile, Louis Tomlinson described Payne as a vital part of the band and the brother he had always admired. The grief extended far beyond his bandmates, as celebrities and collaborators like Ed Sheeran and Rita Ora also shared their shock and sadness over Payne's untimely passing. The music world was mourning the loss of someone who had given so much to the industry. While the autopsy has provided some answers, one crucial piece of the puzzle remains: the toxicology report. Authorities are awaiting the results to confirm whether drugs or alcohol played a role in Payne's final moments. This report will be critical in understanding what may have influenced Payne's mental state before the fall. Was his judgment impaired by substance abuse, leading to a tragic accident? Or did he, in a moment of despair, make the irreversible decision to end his life? Many of Payne's friends and loved ones expressed disbelief that he would intentionally take his own life. They have pointed to the possibility that substance use, combined with his ongoing mental health struggles, may have clouded his judgment. The toxicology report will be essential in determining whether this was a case of accidental death or intentional self-harm. Liam Payne's passing at the age of 31 has left an enormous void in the hearts of his family, friends, and millions of fans worldwide. From his days in One Direction to his solo career, Payne made an indelible mark on the music industry. But behind the fame and success was a man who struggled with inner battles, trying to balance his love for music, his family, and his mental health. As the investigation continues, the world mourns the loss of a life cut tragically short. But one thing is certain: Liam Payne's legacy will endure. His music, his kindness, and his vulnerability in sharing his struggles will never be forgotten. The world will always remember him, not only for his musical achievements, but for his bravery in speaking openly about his personal battles. Now, as we wait for the final pieces of this puzzle to come together, we remember Payne not just for how his life ended, but for how he lived. His love for his family, his passion for his craft, and his desire to overcome his struggles define him just as much as his fame. Liam Payne's story isn't over. While the toxicology report may reveal more about those final moments, the world is left to wonder what might have been. What more music could he have shared with us? What more moments could he have experienced with his son Bear? We may never know what was lost, but what remains is a powerful legacy that will continue to inspire future generations. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed. Inside Out.